Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new episode of Danmachi Season 5 on episode 11. This episode right here was freaking pretty intense and insane. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to really say at this point because I'm just very much shocked to see how it just went right now. Well, I had some people telling me that they're not very much enjoying the way how it's going, but for me, when it comes to JC's staff doing these kinds of anime, when it comes to like harems and fantasies and so forth, they tend to be a little lackluster. I won't deny that, but to me, I think it went well. I think it went well. I know that animation choreography, depending on your point of view, can be a little lackluster or not to the point of your expectations, and it's always going to happen. But if you've been with JC staff for a long time, you'll understand they don't tend to have a lot of effort into certain big action scenes. So if by all things, let's just get this started. So we have to it that the game begins of hide and seek. Whoever finds the goddess or gods and goddess will win, and Freya's Familia have to find multiple. But despite all that, their army, the entirety of their fighting force, is at one location protecting their goddess. So it's pretty obvious. But they all knew that this was pretty much a ugly move, or should I say they're in a very tight situation. Because their forces of fighting, their fighting force or their attack power is very high. They are called the strongest familia for a reason of all of Owario. And at this point, they have no choice but to charge in. They seem to be at a certain advantage when it comes to the magic swords that Wealth has crafted. Sadly, though, there's one problem. They're not infinite. And two, we have a super strong healer on the Freya Familia, and her name is Heath Velvet. Yes, Heath Velvet, the pink-haired chick that, that heals the Freya Familia family when they, after the training and after the daily training. Her abilities of healing is insane. The fact that she healed everyone who ever got damaged up to full health is just like downright scary. They're like an undead army saying, you can hit us all you want, but we're not backing down or going down until we kill y'all. But when it comes to Heath, when she starts fighting despite taking damage, she's on auto heal. And when she fights, she fights like a savage, saying, hey, you freaking disrespect my goddess, you're dealing with me now, punks. And when it came to the other members of the Freya Familia jumping in, and that is Hogni, including Hayden and Alan, yeah, the tide when it comes to fighting the executives of the Freya Familia, they are pretty much at a big disadvantage, because if you guys remember, or if you even did your research, these guys are straight up strong level 6 members, and they're no joke. And when they fight anyone lower than them, you could guarantee they are like total monsters. I'm just gonna say it like that. I could say something else, but monsters is just the perfect word because they're fast, they're strong, and the moment you get hit by them, depending where you get hit or slashed, it's really totally game over. Not much is to be said. Especially when it comes to Hayden casting those spells. Oh my lord. He's a freaking arrow man. He's a one-man army arrow man of magic spells ready to blast you to hell. Other than that, we have to it that Bell decides to try to sneak in as best he can, but unfortunately for him, Van from the Freya Familia knew what Bell was up to and challenges him to a one-on-one combat. Sadly for him, though, after Bell got his level raised up and freaking Bell fights against him, he literally just hits him very hard with the firebolt punch and then knocks him out really badly, which really sucks for Van, because I know for the fact that he is strong, but unfortunately Bell is stronger. He launched a powerful firebolt fist and knocked him out pretty badly. Sorry for repeating that, but other than that, Bell's real challenge is Otar. He finally finds Bell and challenges him to, he gives him a sword and challenges him to a one-man clash of swords. Eventually, he lets Bell to he lets Bell charge his firebolt to the maximum power as he clashes against his sword, while he chants a yellow, like, aura magic ability, possibly, whatever it is called, to his sword, which apparently Lily warns Bell to watch out because this ability that Otar used actually took down a level 7 adventurer. So that just shows how dangerous it was. Not to mention, like, Bell is facing Otar, and when they clash with sword, the two big great swords with each other, they actually did some damage. Well, not a lot of damage, sadly. I mean, it destroyed Otar's sword. Both their swords got destroyed. It was a stalemate draw. But when Otar brings out his real sword and starts to fight now, he actually is impressed by Bell's, like, resilience and strength. However, now that it's him and Bell, it's one-on-one, and he draws his great black sword, I'll call it. And unfortunately, very sadly, the tides of against the Freya Familia is not really looking so great. It's very, very, very one-sided for Freya's Familia. And right now, all I can really tell you without a lot of detail, Otar was beating Bell like no tomorrow. He was literally like ragdolling him like no tomorrow. I mean, he's level 7. He's the only level 7 in Awario currently. That much is to remember. Not to mention, Bell only recently reached level 5. He only reached level 5. He ain't 6. If he was, at least he'll put up a decent 5. But he's 2 levels lower, and Otar's like 2 levels higher. So you could imagine the biggest difference of strength at this point. And yeah, it's obvious from the get-go that Bell can't win. He's about to get defeated. That's the gist of it. And the episode ends off there with Bell being in a very tight spot, while Otar tells Bell, stand up. If you're gonna get and bask in all the love of Freya, the goddess of mine, you need to surpass me. Which apparently Otar is pretty much saying, Freya loves you, and if you want her love, you gotta defeat me first to actually get that love to earn it. So, yeah. Preview next episode is called Astria Record, so it looks like to me that title, Astria, seems familiar, so there might be some hope left. But let's not forget Cassandra's dream or vision, that the tide of wind will turn in our favor eventually. That much is to be said. I'm not going to say anything more because that's it. Anyways, looking forward to next episode, and not a lot of people, and I could agree, is very enjoying this war game or this fight right now, because it's not very lackluster, or it's not really giving them the expectations they want, which is understandable. But to me, I think it is okay. It's JC Staff okay, because like I said, JC Staff has never been very good in their efforts to bring out the best of the action scenes, unless it's really, really important. And honestly, I think they're saving the best work for what's to come later, possibly. So, understandable that not a lot of people are very happy. I can see that, but it is what it is. So, until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!